What's up? It's Dr. Jeff, Rythmia Life Advancement Center, doing a little Facebook Live and addiction. So I saw a disturbing statistic that said that opiate abuse and overdose is it's been a lot higher during the pandemic. And that's, obviously not cool. And the reason probably for that, I'm guessing, I didn't look at the full report yet, I just read a little bit about it today. I'm guessing it's because a lot of people, right, are going through a lot of pain right now, and they're going through a lot of emotional struggle, and they're going through a lot of job and career stuff, and everybody's worried and all kinds of madness happening, so people want an escape, And the thing about opiates that's interesting is, when we say opiates, we're talking about, pharmaceutical pain meds like hydrocodone, OxyContin, all the Vicodins and all that kind of stuff, and also heroin and fentanyl. But what I noticed in this data that I saw is that it's the prescription meds that are like surging right now, during the pandemic. And I was hoping that people would take this opportunity to kind of get things under control with their drug abuse and history of addiction. And some people have. I've talked to some that have done it. But, to see a worldwide trend of opiate abuse going up during this time shows, I believe, that when you have emotional pain that's unresolved, or you don't have a lot of tools to get rid of your emotional pain, what happens is you take an opiate, and then you get a little break from it, and it goes away a bit. And people use it for pain, of course, and it's an amazing miracle medicine for pain management. Again, it's short-term, short-acting. It's not something necessarily that's going to long-term work, but people in hospice care definitely need them. And there's a lot of situations where they need them. Surgery, need them, of course. There's all kinds of situations. But the bulk of the opiate abuse is not occurring with people that actually need it. It's people that have emotional pain, that haven't been able to handle it, that don't have the resources to handle it, don't have the tools, don't have the knowledge on how to do it. And the problem with the opiates is that you need more and more and more over time to get that same high. Then eventually the people don't get high, and then when they try to stop, they go into withdrawal. So withdrawal is the process of the opiate receptors coming back out for your natural pain management sort of mechanism biologically in your body. So what I want to just stress to you guys is, take this opportunity when we have more time at home, we have more time with the family, most of us do. We have less time running around, because, things are still on lockdown in most parts of the world. A lot of things are opening up again now, which is cool. But we're still sort of like in this quarantine sort of space. Again, depends where you are in the world. Take this opportunity to get the opiate thing handled and taper with the help of your physician, or just get off of them with the help of your physician. There's all kinds of ways to do it. And it's hard, believe me, I know. I've worked in addiction for many years, ran a rehab in Malibu, and, opiate stuff was rough, it was brutal. But this is an opportunity to get it under control and end addiction. So, if you're somebody that, you had a surgery or something happened, you got an accident, and you got prescribed pain meds, and then you took them, and you just were taking them as prescribed, and then all of a sudden, when the bottle was out, you found yourself wanting more, and then you found yourself sort of needing it, and then you saw that it enhanced your mood, then you saw that if you had a few drinks with it, it amplified it, and all this kind of stuff. Some people they mix drugs with it. The problem is, see, you weren't maybe aware of the emotional pain that you might have been masking with these meds. And then what happens is, we get used to a certain amount of emotional burden that we just live with and deal with. And a lot of us don't even know we have it. And then we take an opiate, and all of a sudden there's like this sort of relief from not only the physical pain, but also the emotional pain. And it's very tricky, because we weren't expecting that, right? People that have, legit pain management issues, we're not expecting emotional stuff to be sort of remedied. Remedied isn't the right word, but to be kind of like get a break from it is a better word. So my suggestion is do the work to get rid of the emotional burdens you got and the emotional pain. Do the plant medicine at Rythmia. If you have a couple of weeks off of the pain meds, you got to call our intake department, and then we set you up with our medical team. we figure out how long do you have to be off of those meds. But the thing is, right, like, handle the emotional stress, handle it, because then the pills won't have that pull on you as far as like an emotional relief, because you've worked on your emotional relief in ways that are healthy and actually resolve it. Rythmia work does that for people. We resolve emotional. We help you resolve your own emotional pain. And we don't do the work for you, as I've always said, but we set up the environment for you to do the work. So I look forward to having you guys come down and, end any sort of addictions you guys have. We're not a rehab, but we're a place that's a life advancement center. And we have lots of people that have a history of addiction that have come. Jerry, the CEO, had a history of addiction, and he knocked it out with a series of plant medicine sessions. And, he did it in a safe way. And we do it in a safe way for you. So give us a ring, give us a buzz, call our 800 number, and let's get this thing going. And just try your best. Work with your doctors, wherever you're living, and get off the meds and get off the pain management stuff, because it's not serving you anymore. It's hindering you. And it's making your body go through a lot that we don't want to have you go through. It's hindering and blocking and stunting and blunting your success as a person, emotionally and also otherwise. All right, guys, thanks for watching. See you next week. Pura vida.